Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jessica. Welcome back. And if you guys are new, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we are going to talk today about 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 days, I believe that's the one that we're talking about. But actually, y'all, I'm lost. There's like a million franchises for 90 Day that I thought What Now was not airing until I saw season finale this past weekend with the commercial. But anyway, today's episode is the episode that literally just aired yesterday, the 24th of May, and it's called Hard Habit to Break. I have my notes, y'all. If y'all thought I was playing, I had a Word document out ready to go as I watched this episode. Y'all, oh, also, I have a prop today. This is something my boyfriend made me for Valentine's Day, and I thought it would just be cute to show it off because we're talking about love today. But yeah, anyway, so what TLC does is apparently they knew it was going to be a good episode, it was going to be a cringy episode, it was going to be a dramatic episode, so they just went off ahead and started where they left off. And so we're going to talk about Varya and Geoffrey. Varya's crazy butt. So from last episode we left off that Varya is back. Well, it's not back. Varya is in the States, and basically she shows up to Geoffrey's house, and Geoffrey's like, what the heck are you doing here? And then the best part is that Mary was in the house. Apparently she had slept over because Varya gets there in the morning, and so that was the end of this episode. Y'all, they were just screaming at each other while Geoffrey just stood there. It's literally a love triangle that he's enjoying. But yeah, basically the girls scream at each other. Literally, Varya quotes Ludacris and says, "Move, bitch, get out the way." Like, I was like, where did your English perfect? How are you quoting celebrities now? But yeah, no, her English, when you're mad, the other language you don't know just flows out of you. But I think one of the funniest parts of the whole episode is when we see Geoffrey's son in the background. His name's Paxton. I think he's just making a sandwich before this thing all happened, and I thought it was just pretty funny how he's just like, oh, how the hell is my dad caught up in this damn love triangle? Homeboy's 40. I don't know how old Geoffrey is, I'm sorry. I just know he's from Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm sorry if that offended anybody. But anyway, so as Varya screams at Mary, Geoffrey basically says, and this is the only way that he protects Mary, by saying it's not Mary's fault, but other than that, he doesn't protect her. And you can clearly see that Geoffrey is very happy that Varya is back. Why wouldn't he? That was his dream girl, because as we all know, Mary was just the rebound. And Mary, sweetheart, if you don't know that, I'm sorry, but you're just the rebound. I don't care if she said no, I don't care what Varya said. Honestly, he couldn't have gotten rid of the feelings so quickly for someone that he wanted to marry. It wasn't just a girlfriend boyfriend relationship, it was he wanted to marry her and bring her here. So but anyway, Geoffrey then says that seeing Varya was not a bad surprise, and that just kind of gives me more further indication that he's very happy that Varya is here, and further indication that Mary was just a little toy to play with. Varya definitely knows what happened. She sees that she's a pretty girl here in the morning with her man, and that she's not here for it, and basically Varya kicks her out, tells her to leave her panties on the way out, that she doesn't care, get the F out, just leave. Finally, Geoffrey lets her into his house, and he asks her hey, how long are you staying here? And then Varya's 2 weeks, and then he's like, do you have a hotel? And then she's like, no. And then he's like, oh, well, I'm assuming that's the reason you have the suitcase. And then she's like, yeah. And so he basically agrees to let her stay. Then Geoffrey asks Varya why she didn't let him know, so that he could have planned better, i.e. that he was probably going to send Mary off to boot camp or something for the 2 weeks, maybe, I don't know. But basically Varya says that she has been sending him messages and that Geoffrey has not been answering them, which I believe it because he was moved on, he was butthurt. One of the most interesting parts though is when Varya asks Geoffrey, are you and her in a relationship? And I thought they were. I think Mary thought they were, and I think the friends thought they were. Let me get to the friends later. But Geoffrey says, no, we were heading that direction. Could y'all believe that? just put yourself in those shoes that you wake up next to the man and then you think that you guys are a couple and then he's like, no, we were just heading there, like nothing big. Oh my god, I would die. I would literally, oh my god, I don't even want to think about it. I really don't. But basically Geoffrey says that he is confused, and Varya says that she will not go down without a war, that she will not surrender, and that she will fight for this man. Oh no guys, I know this is bad, but if I had to choose between Varya and Mary, I choose Varya, just because I feel like Mary deserves better. You know what I mean? Like, I feel Mary deserves someone that actually truly loves her, and not just someone that was like, oh, you know, instead of being alone, I guess I'd rather be with you, you know, like, that's effed up. So I think I choose Varya for him. But basically, Geoffrey tells Varya that he is happy that she is there and that he's willing to try for the next 2 weeks to see where this goes. And honestly, guys, at this point in the storyline, I was like, I really can't believe that, like, it's Geoffrey and Varya the ones that are keeping me entertained. Because honestly, they were boring, like, the whole season. And I bet TLC was like, why did we hire them? Why did we cast them? And then this happens, and then they're like, later on in the scene, or whatever, in the show, in the episode, Geoffrey ends up taking Varya to like a couple's date that his friends were gonna be there with their couple, which is kind of weird because the friends all know Mary, and so he didn't really tell them. I mean, at least it seemed that he really didn't tell them, hey, I'm sorry, Mary, off the map, off the radar, I'm coming in with Varya. He didn't tell them that. He just showed up with her, and he's like, hey, so Varya came from Russia. Yeah, she came this morning. But the kicker is, Mary was in the couch. And then they're like, oh, one girl, her reaction was like, it was so funny. But anyway, they're pretty shocked, but I mean, I do think they're nice. Definitely, like, I think that they are very judgmental, and one guy says something, he thought he was being clever. He's like, you can't spell not yet without no, and I'm like, okay. She didn't say no, she said not yet, because I just found out you're a felon that has been to prison for drug dealing. Like, yeah, like, you got mad at me because I was speaking to another American, and then you don't tell me this part of your past. If you were keeping this from me, what else were you keeping? So she said not yet, but whatever, he thought he was doing something with that. And then basically they just start telling Varya like, oh, you know, Mary and Geoffrey are friends. They've been like best friends, and Varya's like, I don't think that he needs another pretty best friend. I should be his best friend. Whoever his significant other should be his best friend. And then at this moment, y'all, guess who shows up? I can't make this ish up. Mary shows up. Mary's like, yeah, I know I'm the rebound. Yeah, I know he didn't fight for me, but I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come ahead and I'm just gonna look a fool. Mary, pick up your dignity and just get the hell out. He's not the man for you. If he was not willing to fight for you, bro, just leave. There's a saying in Spanish that's like, better to be single than to be with like someone that isn't right for you. And honestly, it rhymes in Spanish, but it doesn't rhyme in English. But basically, that's something that I've always thought about. And yeah, it's true. Why would you want to be living a life of stress that you know that the dude doesn't even like you? Like, it's nonsense. But of course, my girl, the Russian, says that if need be, she is willing to start a war over Geoffrey. My next beautiful couple is David and Lana. Oof. Ugh, y'all, I was cringing like 80% of the time. Yeah, like 80% of the time I was cringing at them so bad. Homegirl wears sweats to their meeting, which I'm like, wow, nice that after 7 years you decided to dress up for him. So cute. But yeah, basically David's face throughout the whole time, he is like a child at Disneyland. I'm not even joking. He has a smile from ear to ear, and he is just living his best life. Honestly, they're just pretty awkward. They're just awkward the whole time. Like, you know, it's not only because they don't speak the language, but like there's just no connection there. Like they're like, like, it's just so awkward, y'all. And then David keeps hugging this lady and like goes in her ear, and I swear to God, y'all, I swear to God, if I have to go through more of that, I just cannot. I find it so weird and like, ugh. But basically, Lana is like, I want to get to know each other better, because, you know, like in any healthy relationship, 7 years isn't enough to get to know anybody, and we should take things slow. So then David ends up giving Lana a box of chocolates, and Lana's like, oh, I love it when he gives me money and gifts. So one of the producers has the whole blown audacity to be like, how much money does David give you? And then she's like, can we skip this question? And that was that. But I mean, we know it's probably a hefty amount. But basically, David tells her that he drove to her house, and then and asks her like, hey, why did you give me that wrong address? And then Lana's just like, it's not safe to give strangers your address. Which I thought David wasn't a stranger, but yeah. And then she does kind of find it weird that, and stalkerish, that he drove to her hometown, and then that basically he hired a private investigator. So then she just says that she has to go home. Basically, the second day they just walk around, they go bowling, and then while they are bowling, David decides to make a bet and says that like, hey, if I hit a strike, which means I guess knocking all the pins down, I get a kiss. And then Lana's like, oh my God, I guess. And so David apparently was a professional bowling person before, a bowler, I don't know what you guys call him. And the first one he does hits all of them except for one. Poor David. But he ends up getting it. He ends up getting a nice little peck, and that was it. And then, so they go out to eat dinner, and David's out here like, hopefully she will drink a margarita, a tequila, a wine. And I'm like, homeboy, like, you are not in America. Calm down. And so then he tells her that he wants to invite her back to the room, to his hotel room. And then Lana's like, no, ain't gonna happen. No, thank you, not very much. But yeah, basically she says that like they just need more time, and she needs more time to make sure that he's the one. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel bad for David. I feel for Lana as well. Like, I feel bad for David because it's like, you know, finally he should be getting some. And then I feel bad for Lana because she doesn't want to be getting some. But then I feel that they're both wrong at the same time. So basically that's it. The next couple I'm supposed to talk about, Erika and Stephanie. But yeah, Erika doesn't show up at the airport, and Stephanie is like, I really wish you would have showed up. I really wish you would have driven 3 hours, showed up to meet me, say goodbye, even though I gave her a horrible life experience by introducing me to the friends, not giving her any affection, and making her come out to her parents. I don't understand you, Stephanie, honestly. I don't think you're a bad person. I just don't understand you. But anyway, Stephanie ends up getting to America. She didn't pack any face masks. But basically, she gets back. The mom's like, are you hiding anything from me? And she's like, no, we just got into an argument once. Mind you, her mom doesn't know that she's, you know, gay. And basically, she's like, no, we just had an argument with Erika, and that was basically it. Like, nothing more to it. But yeah, Erika was basically crying with no tears. And that was it. Erika and Stephanie, I don't know. I don't care for watching them anymore. But then, the other couple, Lisa and Usman. So Lisa and Usman, I actually have a full page full of notes. So sit down, grab your tea. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna make this quick. Honestly, I have notes, but I just have it from memory. I'm just telling y'all the best parts. But anyway, so basically, we start off the scene with typical Lisa and Usman fighting. Or, I'm sorry, Babygirl and Soldier Boy fighting. And basically, Lisa's pissed off that he hasn't proposed to her. And so she storms away because we're getting married tomorrow and you have not proposed to me. So she storms away, and this is what I found weird. She storms away to the hallway of the hotel room, and then when she sees that Usman hasn't chased her, goes back and is like, Usman, and tells him to walk to the hallway. I don't know why, it wasn't like the room was crowded. Goes to the end of the hallway and starts kind of like whispering And I'm like, well, we can hear you. You have a mic on and there's a cameraman. But anyway, besides the point. And she's like, I need you to propose to me because else people are going to think I'm knocked up. Who? Who the hell's gonna think you're knocked up, Lisa? I'm out here praying baby girl Angela gets knocked up. Like, are you joking me? But anyway, she says that if he doesn't propose, people in the States are gonna think she's either knocked up with her last egg, or that he's doing it for the green card. I mean, which one would you think? Honestly, because I'm thinking one, but it's not the knocked up one. She goes back inside to the room. She goes to the restroom, and when she walks out of the restroom, Usman is basically outside with a ring, waiting for baby girl Lisa, and he's down on one knee, and he proposes, and she says yes, and then she starts bawling it outside the sheet, like showing off her ring, because apparently she got a ring now. She's like, it's everything I ever wanted. Like, did you guys really want your proposal to be that you forced this man into proposing to you, I mean? All sorts of weird and embarrassing. Oh, and then the funny part is that Usman's like, I've never proposed to anybody, we don't do that here, I watched the movie, I did what I saw in the movie, and I think she's happy. But anyway, so then the two brothers and the mom, Lisa's brothers and mom, comes, to see them because tomorrow they're getting married. They go out, and basically Lisa decides that it's a good idea to tell them their problems. I don't know why Lisa thought this, but anyway, she thought that it was a good idea. And so Farouk, the brother I had never met, Farouk answers saying that a husband does not give his wife all the time, basically, like they don't spend all the times together. Lisa tries to cut him off, and he is like, no, let me land. And so basically he finishes saying what he's gonna say, and then Usman tries to say something, and he's like, no, not you. And he's like, Muhammad, do you have anything to say? And then Muhammad says something like, we're just not used to like women controlling us or telling us what to do. A man is the leader here in Nigeria. Lisa storms out. Very, very rude. Literally, the level of disrespect was crazy. Alrighty, next couple I'm going to talk about are just Actually, I'm not even going to talk about them. Just let me know if Ash and Avery is your favorite couple. Ash and Avery. And that's it. That's all. I just don't even want to read my 3 lines of notes I have for them. Ed. Basically, Ed comes back and he's like, I really don't want to tell anybody about my failed relationship. Boo, I understand you. I wouldn't either. But we gonna find out because you're in a reality show. So we already know what's happening. Anyway, basically he reunites with Teddy. Teddy's really happy. The mom's there. The mom's like, hey, how's Rose? And then he's like, it was horrible. I blew it. I started asking her about her past. And she didn't want to open up and this and that. But he did say that basically, it was his fault. But yeah, he said he was not ready for Prince, Rose's son, or having 2 kids. So basically that was that. And then the last person I'm gonna speak about is Darcy. I love Darcy, so I can't even say anything bad except for, what the hell are you still doing in this program? Like, I don't understand. It made no sense. I don't know why TLC just didn't, I didn't see Yolanda this episode. Why didn't we just not see Darcy? And apparently there's a preview for Darcy next week. But basically Stacy and Darcy are going out. I thought they were going to a car dealership. I thought that's what I had heard, to go buy either a Jaguar or a Maserati, because their Nissan Sentra is just not it for them. So they end up going to the cemetery, and they start talking about how their brother was their rock, how their brother wouldn't have let any man treat them that way, and this and that. And I'm just like, okay, I was like, TLC, just give Darcy her show. I think she'd cry over anything, honestly. I think she might have an interesting life. Just give her show if you guys really want to keep her on the network. But if she doesn't have a man, why is she on the program? And this is coming from a girl that loves Darcy, so But I will say that from Darcy's clip, it did make me want to visit Connecticut because it looks beautiful out there. But basically those are all my notes. Let me know if I missed anybody. I don't think I did because literally I was like taking notes the whole time. But yeah, let me know who your favorite couple is. Please let me know if anybody's favorite couple is Ash and Avery or Erika and Stephanie. And like, I like Erika, I genuinely do, but she is not part of my favorite couple in like the TLC 90 Day Fiancé set. Like, it's just boring. Especially Ash and Avery. I have not, you know, like, I don't know. But yeah, anyways, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you guys get alerts about when I do more videos like this. I love doing these types of videos first and foremost, so please like. And also guys, I do have a giveaway that should be already live. It is my 1K giveaway, so you guys can go ahead and check that one out. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.